May have a long life on the earth. Hallelujah. Next authority I want to talk about is employee authority. Employer and employee. Verse number 5. Servants, employees. Today's term. Because when you think about servants or slaves, back in those days, in that day and time, it wasn't like slaves like we saw African Americans being enslaved. Servants, be obedient. That word is again, obey. Submit to those who according to the flesh are your what? Masters. Your masters. They're the owners of their property, their house, their business. And as long as you work for them, they own you. Talking about you got rights. That's why when you hear about, and you see the big debate about Dynasty, because the debate between freedom of speech and what he can say while he's working for that company. See? Because as a union steward, being a union steward and the president of my local and vice president of my state council, I used to tell people all the time, well, I got freedom not on this job when it's going to jeopardize the business. You know, you got to follow their rules. You got to do what they say do. If you do anything or say anything that can harm them, they can fire you. Yeah, you got freedom of speech, you won't go to jail. The government won't supposed to persecute you. You got that kind of freedom of speech. But you don't have freedom of speech on your job. You don't have freedom of speech in your home. You talk about this is a free country. Well, go get your own place, and then you have freedom of speech in your own house. You live in somebody else's house, you don't have no freedom of speech. Right. You don't have no freedom. What are you talking about? I have rights. No, you don't. The only rights you have is to give up your rights. Sure. According to the flesh, no matter. With fear and trembling in the singleness of your heart, ask you who? Christ. Hallelujah. And a lot of people don't go to hell because of this too. Not in the way of service only when eyes are on you as men please. But as servants of Christ, doing the will of God from the heart, with goodwill doing service as to the Lord and where? Not to men. Not to men. So you ain't sleeping when the boss is off. Oh, my boss ain't here, but they're bossing around. I can do whatever I want. No, you don't talk and chat. You're supposed to be working. They're paying you to do a job. You agreed to it. You said, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm getting paid to do. I text my wife. She said, you can't be texting me at work. I can't answer. I said, God, on a job. She can't do that. I mean, you can't do that. They say it's okay. You do it. Everybody doing it. Then do it. But if your job has rules, you got to obey those rules. And the Bible said not just when they watch it. That's right. You should be doing your job when they ain't watching. You're supposed to cheat them out of nothing. Hallelujah. That's employee-employer authority.